Alright, let's start with our talk, our discussion. Now, this might deal with those that they need to learn about respecting agreements. Okay, there are differences that people will make, of course, by their own prerogative and their own human rights to be as discretionary as they want to be. It's very hard to prove discrimination, okay? Speak to your DA, district attorney. But we're not here to talk about discrimination, but why people break agreements, why people break verbal agreements, okay? I'm not looking at contracts, I'm looking at things that happen between friends. Because things that happen between friends are things that happen when everybody is at a certain age before they complete university and get a job and be able to get involved with legal documents and establishing contracts between certain parties, such as your first job or maybe even being a car salesman. So when we make agreements with people such as, yes, mother, I will pick up the trash, we have to know that we still have the same right spirit even if she's not looking, but we're not two-faced and giving her a snotty type of dark, sinister little smile. Now, a lot of people feel they were destroyed by their family. You can talk to many people, and some folks might say, oh, I wish you didn't have it so bad, or gee, if I had it that bad, I would have killed myself. I don't know how you made it. Or we're from the same planet, or you're an old soul like me, this is why we've connected, or you're my new family, a spiritual brother from another mother, whatever. Because people are frightened and they get intimidated and scared, and they get very in need of direction because of so many pollings that men have regarding options when it comes to choosing a career. We want to always keep a check on ourselves, because when you have a commitment to people and a relationship to another human being, you have to first establish trust. If trust is not there, then you're going to be dealing with a people that get tired of seeing themselves within their lives of aging and even within other people and never dealing with their mistakes properly. So you're welcome to think about on the concept of what you think might be an elegant world of living. When we're looking at all these differences that we have in a human nitpicky society with rules and boundaries, no privacy, but yet they're seeking romance in the size of your cock. And yet there's no really loyal friends out there that you would presuppose are worth your time, or what have you. Now, one thing that we all believe is that the closest thing to understanding or knowing or even witnessing angels speaking is going to be music, right? Music, reasonably so, when the perfect time is for your mood, takes you beyond your cares of your world, doesn't it? It's kind of like larger than life. This is why we want to stay in a presence of stage presence with song, kind of like Sound of Music, loving these beautiful things. See, the political weapon for Social Alchemy Project and for you is music and poetry, but lyricism that can be used in music. And this is something that people might say is knocking on your TV screen because it's genius. A director said that it may take 10 years, but a good script always rises to the top. Cream rises to the top. So we want people to always have a professional personality generator in themselves, to be resilient and to have hope, and to be a thinker, because this is the fundamental to your social arts theory, or anything having to do with bonding and connecting with people after a life of drugs and angry sex and prostitution. It is a grisly thing to talk about fairies and girly boys and sissies and twinks and prima donnas and useless faggots that are scum of the earth. A lot of people hate to say that. Or even queer. You know, Fatale Femme. Sorry about the webcam. It seems to kind of not move. Hello? It's like on still. I'm so sorry. Anyways, it's not really... Okay, there. I don't know if it's filming has been halted. So we all have to really get to really know who we are and to show ourselves when we're at our best, whether if you have muscles, because everyone in gay culture, they look tired and they look trashy, and there's just this dead silence among men. And so I would like to I am introducing the social arts theory to people so that they can correct their lives. Now, in other videos, I'm going to be talking about well, let me put in my dentures so I can speak. It's much better. I think I can speak now. In other videos, I'm going to talk about my cock and culture theory, my gay ethicism theory, my cultural mediocrity theory. And a lot of it revolves around the cock and culture, you know, cock, money hard-ons, power, you know, drugs. Don't even need rock and roll these days because there's so much happening among the two gay men. Okay. It's fierce, it's passionate, it's sensual, and it's loyal. And it's a lot of skull fucking and mind fucking, and you know, I'm really relating that when you use the music to heal the soul, then you're like, okay, that pedo perv can go ahead and leave me alone. You're milking on my spiritual meat up here. No thanks, I am in college. I really don't need the party. A redneck tweaker trailer trash, been there, done that. It's where I came from. You know, once the gay man does not trust others or respect others, he crosses over the line to now saying, you know, if he's not going to become mentally ill, he's going to then become what? An artist, okay? If he's not going to be killing people, then he's going to be killing his ego, and he's going to see the selflessness that comes out where he wants to what? Make people laugh. This is what pretty much makes you a man and makes you so wonderful, that makes people not want to leave. It's taking gay to a whole new level. It's been coming out in a few of my works, but when you need a man, excuse me, when you need more of a man than a man in heels and a dress, you come over to Tyler Hamilton. Because it's giving you fame and your fortune, it's letting you be your own Kim Kardashian, to make yourself rich and famous by believing yourself rich and famous. And then the community of the mentally ill and the hot men that need to be rescued because they're, you know, 5 years too late and they need to get back into college. And the whole gay men, girly boy, sissy in search of lover, husband, kinky PhD daddy, Tyler Hamilton, you got to understand, you can do the same thing for yourself, and I'm here to teach you. Each video is a tutorial in itself because I'm exploring the social arts theorem and what the arts do to me as far as keeping me off of methamphetamines, P&P, crystal meth, tina, party and play. Every attorney has a round off finger right now, you know that. Because it's so much more than a story. It's about social alchemy project, access management. It's about teaching you that you can access your own management in self-governance, in being your own alchemist, in your alchemy, your own change, as your own project because we put you in a treatment plan. One of the first things, I'm going to give you a little hint of what we do. That's it, and then the rest is you have to bring me in as your own personal client. I mean, you'll be my client. I bring you in as a personal client. I can help you. The first thing we do is we always set your chair in the middle of the room and we begin therapy first day. It's very moving, and it can teach you a lot about the word, because when you speak it, it's going to resonate around you, and I'll be walking around you as you're speaking these things into the universe, and as I work it metaphysically, you're registering it into a higher plane in cosmos, so that you're going to be running out of words to say. You won't know if you're coming or going. Everything is pleasure. And if you don't give pleasure, it becomes a what? An ultra cunt culture. People will lie to you. They'll be there with you till they start making money, or they marry up or something, and then they'll ditch you. This is going to hurt many people, but that's the way it works. So, at Social Alchemy Project, you're seeing me use television, you're seeing me use basically YouTube stardom, that's all it is. In Beverly Hills, filming a show that is in the midst of myself producing a show, okay, for Beverly Hills, a live concert. In a way, it might be called Tyler's Funhouse. There's several shows being talked about right now. We don't know which show is going to be on the front burner, on the #1 list of priorities in the shows that will be produced for Tyler, Lord Hamilton. It's all about helping men come out of their closets. And so it's really important for us to that when women or men are tired of you and you're bisexual and you've had them take care of you before, it keeps you the best kept in New York, and you can't get over the fact that you're not no longer being redeemed by the materialistic space that you produced for your madame or your sugar daddy. And you all, through your entire lives, in your own head, have believed that somebody that's not going to give you what you want is thieving you, and their hands are in your pockets. Or in some cases, your purse, or your cleavage, or your vajayjay. So she or he will refuse to return your calls because what? You're not showing anything, and they're obviously going to be too busy to even contact you back if you were to call them, because now they're better than you. So you are the victim, you are the whore in a Madonna whore culture, and man sucks dick, and gay man stands up and says, I'm bored, and walks away because of the desensitizing. Okay, too much of a good thing, and people don't feel it as inspirational. That's a little bit about kind of digging into the workings of Social Alchemy Project Access Management. We want people to be blessed. We want people to live their bliss and to look at themselves as artists, because the Bible says that humanity will do more than what I am doing, Jesus Christ himself. And so we are made to be creators, right? And you men that don't have families, that don't have children, but your seed is all over the earth, because you get that scripture from the Bible. Let your seed spread and whatever. I don't know, multiply and lubricate the earth and multiply and have kids. I don't know. You gay men don't have that happening because you don't have children, and nor maybe you have a decent career. You feel like a loser. So you're using sex to really get your way in life. I know this. Sex is used as a tool. But music, my friends, is the political weapon for you to get on top of your game. And I'm going to help you make that shift, okay? May be subtle and it may be very personal for a lot of men, but I can get you to a place of fame and fortune. It's all within touch, and it's all what you breathe and what you know and what you believe. You don't necessarily have to keep faith or keep hope. It's still going to stick in. If you are here right now, you're obviously predestined for some reason. And as long as you breathe, people need you and you should give yourself to service. So, in all blessing, learn to trust, and that's part of our alchemy, and trusting through music and healing our souls. I hope this reaches you on the finest of terms. Many thanks and worlds of happiness. All my affections to you.